Hello, in this tutorial, I will show you how to create a data frame from a list and from pandas. I will also show you how to specify the types of the data frame and how to check out the columns you checked. My Patreons have access to the tutorial files, but this is not a mandatory step. You can follow along if you do what I do, so feel free to pause the video when you need. I will start from the previous lesson. If you didn't watch the previous lesson, I encourage you to view it because it teaches you basic pyspark setup. Let's start by creating a new Jupyter notebook. Create a Spark session, but first, import the Spark session. From pyspark.sql, import Spark session. You can run this line. Create the Spark session. Spark session .builder .app name of, let's put here, lesson 2. .get or create. There are 3 global configs that can help you better display the data frame. Enable the display of data frame in the same way Python does. Eval.truncate. You can specify how many chars to display in a row. The default size is 20. Eager eval.max num rows. Set it to 30 or whatever number you want. This config specifies the number of rows to display. The default near of rows is 20. Data frame is built on top of RDDs. More about RDD in future lessons. RDDs are immutable. So all you need to remember for now is that PySpark data frames are immutable. Once you created it, you can't change it. When you do modifications over the data frame is actually replaced by a new data frame. Create the Spark data frame by providing a list of tuples or list, df equals spark. Create data frame. Now let's provide the list of tuples. Each line is like a row from CSV file. So I will add name, Leanne, age, 90, current _sold, 5,655,000.20. In Python greater than equals 3 you can use underscore as separator. Bank A. And a boolean, wants to leave none. Then, let's add Olivia, 23, 234_243.43. Bank B. None. Ava, 59, 445,343,232.12. Bank C. True. John, 25, 123.23. Bank A. false. And the last row. Charlotte. $36. 78.36. Bank D. None. As you can see, _1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are the columns. This is normal because we didn't specify the column names and the types. So let's do it. df_types equals. Let's import the types. Because types are from pyspark.sql, I will add them in the same line. T.struct type. For this struct, we are going to add the columns definitions. T.struct field. The first parameter is the column name. The second one is the column type, T.string type. T.struct field. Age. T.integer type. T.struct field. Current_sold. T.double type. T.struct field. Bank_name. T.string type. T.struct field. Wants _to leave. T.boolean type. Because in the last columns there are lots of nulls, you can specify that nulls are allowed or not by adding the last argument as true or false. Now add this parameter as the last parameter to create DataFrame. Error. So this happened because I didn't rerun the import. So I will run everything again. As you can see, the columns are the ones we defined. Is not mandatory to use underscores in column names. I will rename the columns. You can check the types by using the dtypes attribute. The first column contains the column names and the second one the column types. If you want to get just the columns, you can use df.columns. To print the table schema, use df.printSchema method. This will use the struct types we defined earlier. Last time I showed you that you can display the data frame with the show method. If you want to find out all the parameters you can use for this function, you can check out the previous video. If you want to get all the results instead of showing the results, you can use the collect method. For item in df.collect, print item. As you can see, each row contains the name, age, current sold, bank name, wants to leave columns. So if you want to access the name, you can just call the name attribute. If you want to convert the data frame into a pandas data frame, you can use df.toPandas method. If you want to use a different Spark session, you need to stop the Spark session and start a new one. So let's create a pyspark data frame using a pandas data frame. Import pandas is PD. Import numpy as np. If you don't have pandas and numpy, you can install it like this. Exclamation sign, pip install pandas. Exclamation sign, pip install numpy. You can specify the version like this. Number of rows equals 100. Now let's define a list of names. Riley, Burger, John, Anna, Maria, Julian, Anderson, Andrew, Jessica, Isabella, Elaine, Cassandra, Annabelle, Cameron, Taylor, and a list of bank names. Bank A, Bank B, Bank C, Bank D, Bank E. I will show you a few functions that we will be using. Len returns the count of a list. If you want to get the last element with the len function, an error will be generated. Index error, list index out of range. And because of this, we have to subtract 1. Next function is randint. Oh, sorry, this is lowercase. So if you generate this several times, you will get different values. To generate float random numbers, you can use uniform method from NumPy. I will be using a for loop to generate lots of values. You can round this like this. Now I will create the pandas data frame. PDS_PDF equals pd.dataframe. Name. And now I will generate random names. The scientific notations show up because the number is too big, so we'll make the number smaller. Now call Spark to create DataFrame with pandas DataFrame we created and using the data types that we already defined. Okay, so the data frame is now showing up. This happens because we stopped the Spark session and we started a new one, but we didn't add the configurations, so let's do this. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. If you want, you can become my Patreon and you will gain access to tutorial files and more.